Congress 2014 in Barcelona, and Sony had just concluded its press event here, and it's shown off its new generation of Xperia devices for 2014. This is the Xperia Z2, the successor to the Z1, and there's also an Xperia Z2 tablet. There isn't much new about them in terms of industrial design. The Xperia Z2 very much looks like the original Z1. However, the screen is now 5.2 inches. It keeps the same footprint, but the screen is larger. And the really big upgrade with the display is a new live color LED IPS screen. So the viewing angles are much improved, and Sony actually claims that this is the widest color palette of any mobile devices. This applies for both the Xperia Tablet Z2 and the Xperia Z2 smartphone. It is very impressive. I've asked Sony, they said that it's an even wider color gamut than Apple's iPad and iPhone. So that's quite cool and impressive. The camera is still the same 20.7 megapixel sensor as we've seen on the Z1. Quite a powerful camera, but Sony has added 4K video recording to it. It's saying it's borrowing technology from its Handycam range, and it's added some more augmented reality tweaks and such things to video now, which you could have had previously with just photos. Also, there's a new 120 frames a second slow motion video recording at 720p resolution. That's a very nice and impressive feature that Sony demonstrated to me, and I'm quite happy to have it. But that's the Xperia Z2. It's a pretty decent upgrade. However, relative to the Z1, it's really all about the display. It's still a quad-core Snapdragon. Now it's 801 processor, but really isn't that much of a big leap. And it ships with Android 4.4 in March. Now, moving on to the Xperia Z2 tablet. Again, it's very impressive in terms of the display. It's Full HD, 1920 by 1200, I believe. But it's those live color LEDs and the IPS display that really mark the difference between this and the original Z tablet from Sony. And also the thinness. This is a 6.4 millimeter thin tablet, which makes it one of the thinnest. It's certainly the thinnest that is waterproof. The Xperia Z2 smartphone is waterproof as well, naturally. Unlike the Xperia Z2, this has glass on the front but doesn't have glass on the back. It's actually quite a grippy matte surface. You can have it in black or in white. It feels very good to the touch, and is extremely thin and light. This is thinner than the iPad Air, even though it's pretty much the same size at 10.1 inches. And physically, it's a very impressive device. It also has dual front-firing stereo speakers. There's something Sony calls S4 surround sound, and it has new digital noise cancelling technology, which works with a bundled headset, which comes with both the Xperia Z2 and the Xperia Z2 tablet. Other than that, this also ships with Android 4.4. It also has a Snapdragon 801 processor. The only difference really between this and the smartphone is that it has an 8 megapixel camera rather than 20 megapixel one. And you have a very subtle Sony skin on here. It's almost entirely stock Android. It's just little tweaks such as the quick settings, brightness, etc. that are customized by Sony. It's still very familiar, but really it's all about the new industrial design with this new Xperia Z2 tablet and the new displays with the Xperia Z2. And that's our first look at them here at Mobile World Congress in Barcelona.